Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe, and today I'm going to do something a little bit darker, a little bit more dramatic, more blown out. I had gotten requested to do more dramatic makeup looks. I get that my videos are very glowy and a little bit more on the simple side and warm, but that's just what I'm really comfortable with, and that's what I wear day to day. But I do need to step out of my comfort zone, so I am pretty excited to do this video. So I'm going to be starting off with my foundation, using my Real Techniques beauty sponge and taking my CoverGirl True Blend foundation, and I'm just going to be setting my base with this. I did just get back from the pool this day, so I am a little bit red, so I really just want to make sure I am evening out my skin tone. And this right here is actually my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is probably one of my new favorite drugstore concealers. I love Maybelline's concealers. There's something about them. I love the formula. The Maybelline Age Rewind is really great too, but this is what I had in front of me and it worked. It is a little bit on the thicker side, more full coverage, and for this look, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm also just making sure I'm hitting my normal places, under the eyes, on my forehead, chin, down the bridge of my nose, my smile lines, and my Cupid's bow. Picking up my Maybelline Super Stay foundation powder and using my Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm only placing that powder on top of where I laid down that concealer. I'm not putting it anywhere else, only for the simple fact that I am dry to combination skin around there, and I just don't want a lot of powder all over my face. I don't want to look flat and matte, so I'm just kind of hitting those places that I put the concealer so that way it doesn't move and slide around. Now this designer eyeshadow palette, I think it actually came in my cosmetology kit whenever I was in school. And I'm picking up my Anastasia Beverly Hills two-sided brush, taking the fluffier side, and I'm picking up that lighter ash gray color, and I'm buffing that all over the high parts of my crease to give some dimension, and this is going to be the transition shade. I'm using this Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. I'm not sure the name of it because it is a little bit older and I think the paper and the label has worn off, but there's just this transition shade. It even has it labeled in the palette, and it's like an ashy gray brown color, and I'm sure you can find any other color like that in a collection. You can use a brown, you can use a dark gray, and I'm just hitting the low parts of my crease to definitely give that dimension and make my eyelids look a little bit more contoured. I'm also going to take that same brush and whatever leftover product that is still on it, and I am just going to hit the parts where the two colors meet so that way it can be a little bit more diffused and it's not too sharp. And within that same Wet n Wild palette, I am picking up this, it's like almost nude colorless shade, and I didn't want much color on my lid because there is going to be so much going on. I just wanted something there just to be there so it's not bare. And picking up any black that you have, and I'm taking more of a stiffer fluffy brush. I think this one came in a kit from Sephora, and I'm just placing it on the outer V of my eye just so that it can be a little bit darker. Once again, have more dimension. There's going to be a lot of dimension in this eye look, so it can be a little bit more smoky and dramatic. Trying to step out, black scares me, but I'm going to make it work. You also see me blending and going back in with that nude sparkle shade again. It's not really a sparkle, it's more of a sheen. And I'm just going over those colors again because sometimes when you are working with darker colors, other colors that you previously put on can get lost in the process. And taking this angled flatter brush, and I'm picking up a black again, and I'm really focusing this on tight lining the upper portion of my eyelid and dragging it out, giving it more of a intense wing as well. Here my camera tapped out whenever I was doing my wing, but you get the gist, you know what I'm doing. But here, blending, this is so crucial when you are doing a dark eye look like this. Blend, 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 because you will look like a robber or something. If you do not blend, my hand was killing me by the end of this, but it's worth it, I promise. Now, taking this pretty decently big round brush from Real Techniques, I am taking that nude color and just placing it right under my eyebrow bone to highlight. Now I'm just curling my lashes to prep for mascara. I would recommend to wear lashes for this look because it is so intense and it really does make a difference. But here I didn't have eyelash glue, which was really sad. So I'm just taking my roller lash mascara and just really making sure I get every single lash. And this CoverGirl 3-in-1 mascara, which is really good. I use that as a second step to kind of wiggle it back and forth and to make sure it's long and full and that I'm getting everything. This is actually a empty eyebrow gel bottle, but it does have a little bit of product still left on it, so it just helps me brush through my eyebrows and to set them just to where they're not too hard and they're just fluffy. And now this is my City Bronzer from Maybelline, and this is my Eco Tools brush, and same as always, just placing it everywhere that I put my bronzer, on my cheeks, my forehead, nose, neck. You know the drill. Making sure I get every piece of that product in that Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and using my Real Techniques contour brush and going everywhere that I basically place that bronzer just to deepen it a little bit. This Morphe cheek palette has about the lightest shade that I can find in my collection, and I really want to make sure that I'm using a light shade for my blush, because anything that's too intense is going to overpower the eyes and then you can kind of look clownish. So my blush and my lip color, everything else is going to be more toned down considering the eyes are so bold. And I know I said I didn't like this Real Techniques fan brush. Not that I didn't like it, I just wasn't a fan of it for my face and like the more intense parts of my face. But I could not find my regular highlighting brush. And honestly, I think this fan brush has grown on me just a little bit, because don't get me wrong, I do like a blinding highlight everywhere, but I don't know, it's kind of nice. Also, just hitting my brow bone right on top of where I put that highlight color, just to give it a little more highlight and a little more pop, if you know what I mean. So I wasn't planning on doing this, but I felt like the eye look was just a little bit flat for me. So I picked up my Space Cowboy eyeshadow from Urban Decay, and I'm just popping that with my finger in the inner corner, and it really makes your eyes look more awake, more open, and I just think it's cute. And as always, setting my face with my Mario Badescu facial spray. Love it, so refreshing, can't go wrong. And now I'm going to be taking my Kylie Cosmetics lip kit in the shade Candy K, just a little bit. You see me putting 3 lines on the bottom and top of my lip, and I'm going to go in with my finger and just blend it out. And of course I had to top it off with a gloss. It's more of a nudie brown color to kind of mesh the two colors together and mute that peachy corally Kylie lip color, just so that we can balance out the eyes and the lips. And this is the final look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed pushing my boundaries, pushing my limits, giving myself a little bit more of a dramatic feel. And somebody does make a little appearance here, right here. That's my baby. Alice just wanted to come on here and say hey to you guys. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Leave me lots of video suggestions, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.